Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today we're gonna try something new, and that is the new side story mode. Just a note, I have not browsed Reddit or even looked at my Discord really, because I wanted to go into this completely blind, and get an idea of what it feels like and see if I like it as a new game mode. So we're gonna learn this together. I have no idea about anything. All I can say is we've had an Epic Hell mode before and it was Epic Hell, so I'm expecting that to be brutal. So let's just start battling. And one thing I want to mention is I prepared some units, not a lot, but generally, God, look at that, nice. If only that was like her boob instead of whatever we get here. I prepared a decent amount of units, right? A decent amount of units, and we'll just fill up stats just in case. We haven't read abilities yet either, right? So we are truly going in as blind as we really can, which is kind of the point of this, right? I want to approach this as a I want to approach this lifesteal as a new, not a new player, but somebody like that doesn't go look up guides ahead of time. I've got enough characters. Screw that. I'll be there forever. So let's see how this works. Can we see what they do? Like, is there Jesus? I'm taking this seriously, okay? Like, can we see what they do? Like, there's 3 phases, I know, right? Where are all the phases? Which is what I'm trying to figure out here. Boss guide, there we go. Okay, so in phase 1, Alicia of the Ice grants herself stealth every turn when there is a dark crystal remaining. Uses the remaining dark crystals to inflict huge damage on all enemies after a certain number of turns. Therefore, it is recommended to use heroes with AoE attacks. Cool. And we're going to try to use Earth-focused heroes because of that. So let's go into here and search by Earth and see if we have many AoE heroes. So I did build Bellona, who I feel like would fit, and we also get a boost to them as we go. And other AoE healers, maybe Mui is AoE, maybe Senya as well for a tank here, and Landy. You can't go wrong with that, right? Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. 3 AoE heroes. Let's see if they survive without a healer. That's something I don't know. The next one here. In phase 2, Alicia of the Ice activates a powerful attack against enemies with less than 2 buffs. Okay, so we need to grant buffs together. So maybe something like Senya here. Something like Rowana for some heals. And something like... who else buffs here? Violet buffs themselves. This is tough. I don't really have too many more that are buffing. Don't really have too many more that are, and I'm trying to stay pure green right now. I'm not sure if that's the idea or the right thing to do, but it's what I'm trying since it's what seems to be encouraged. So I'm actually going to put Vivian here because of the buffs she gives. And then we'll put one more AoE here. Let's throw Mui in. Mui's got double AoE, right? And number 3. In phase 3, Alicia of the Ice, can you see this? Yeah, you can. Deals huge damage by inflicting powerful debuffs. To reduce damage taken, you'll need heroes capable of dispelling debuffs and granting immunity. That's all the units I used already. Additionally, when she is attacked by AoE, she activates a powerful extra attack. Okay, single target attacks. We can do that. So we're going to be using Euphine. Euphine has a skill 2, but honestly, maybe just skill 1 Euphine will work. And Violet can dispel their own buffs. So let's put Ray in as well. I think Ray is on Wondrous. Ray's on Wondrous, so that's some dispels there. So is there anybody else that could fit the bill that isn't Euphine? Because we really want single target damage. Baiken. Is my Baiken geared up? Is my Baiken geared up? Baiken's geared up. Let's throw Baiken in there instead of Euphine. Okay, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Follow the frosty path. Well, if we follow this up your legs, we get to, yeah. And then if we follow, yeah, okay. Done. Where winter awaits you. Okay, that's a little different. Ooh, that's a cool background. Ah, she's got jiggle physics. Let's go. Okay, go team. We could be manualing as well, but I feel like this is not a mode you're going to want to manual, so everybody counterattack there, decrease hit chance. So one thing we would like there is definitely some like buff duration. Also, Bellona's on lifesteal, right? So she's on lifesteal and whatever the other thing is called, Bloodstone. So okay, phase 2. I mean, that worked, but we're obviously on the earliest difficulty. We then have Vivian here, which gets our first buff. Well, actually, 2 buffs, right? So that's perfect. So maybe we need a single target damage here instead of the Senya, because we only need the buffs from one of the 2, right? Because this isn't going to push through damage too fast. We've got some dual attacking here. I also noticed they attack twice and dual attack, which does get healing from Moana. So maybe that's something we need to consider as well, right? So it looks like we need a single target DPS here. Because yeah, we're doing enough damage now, but I don't think we're going to do enough damage later. So who I'm going to add instead of Senya here is Yufine for later difficulties. And now phase 3. Really cool animations.
Make you feel better.
So we have Ray here giving us immunity. Moonlight Dreamblade on the Ryla and single target attacks. He's got a barrier. I don't know if that's dispellable. No, it's not dispellable. But Violet's going to do enough damage anyway, right? And then Baiken, no debuffs, right? No defense break, but it shouldn't matter because we've got massive single target damage here. Okay, so going by what they told me to use, that actually went really well, right? I'm really happy with that. The only thing I really want to change here is getting the Yufine instead of Senya, and we'll see if that works. My Yufine's on a counterattack set. Now listen to my voice as I whisper in your ear. This, like, if this was voice acted, do you know how much more impactful that is? Like, hire a voice actor for these 6 lines, and all of a sudden, people are, like, stoked to read the story. I don't understand that. That's not what we're talking about today, though. Okay, so this is the second difficulty, right? So let's see if we get decreased hit chance against here. Okay, so we didn't clear the whole team right off the bat. But we will round 2, and if Mui procs her second turn, we will kill it there too. Okay, this is going well so far. I'm pretty happy with this. Whip, 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 whip. She gets a stacking debuff every time she's attacked as well, it looks like. Yeah, this is going great, and she should be switching. Yeah, Mui! And she should be switching right now. Yep, okay, next phase. Destruction. Get our 2 buffs up, and this is enough just with Vivian, right? So maybe I don't even need Rowana for healing here. Maybe we just go like full force DPS. Or maybe Senya is enough to kind of heal through, right? Oh, that's actually a decent amount of damage, but we did get that heal and that CR boost. Okay, we're just gonna skill 1 with Yufine here. We're just gonna skill 1 with Yufine. I also notice it's kind of off a little bit. We'll fix that. There we go. So Yufine's on a counter set and pretty damagey, I think. But she does get bopped. So on a higher difficulty, I imagine Yufine is not surviving that. No, Yufine is not surviving this on a higher difficulty, so maybe that's something we need to either make her tankier. We also have no buffs now. So we kind of want to kill it before that, right? Which means if we replace Yufine and... What does that Frozen do? But what this means is if we replace Euthine with Senya, we're not going to do anywhere near enough damage, right? So we don't even have the buffs here because we have unable to be buffed. We've got it on one person at least. Okay, so we wiped on hard difficulty, I think. What happens if you wipe on phase 2? Like, what happens if you wipe here? Honestly, we're almost there. We might actually push just with Rowana if she gets like 1 or 2 more attacks in. Come on, you can do it, girl! Oh, don't do that. I mean, I guess this gives you buffs.
Free you from despair.
Counter! Aw. Counter! So I should figure out what that buff does. After being attacked, receives damage proportion to health and decreases CR. Okay. Counter! Yes! Push! Push! Oh, she only does 300 damage. She is not pushing. Oh, it looks like we've got whatever it's called, injury as well, right? So what happens? What happens when we die here? Does my next team take over? Or do we just wipe? I feel like 25, 30, 30. Oh, we're pretty far away, actually. We're like 7% away. Okay, so the whole team loses there. So I feel like what we need is a little bit more damage there. A little bit more damage. So phase 2, gaining buffs periodically. So we need damage, right? That's what we really needed there. So do I have damage? I really don't have earth damage. So we're gonna have to branch out here. We are going to have to branch out to see if we can get some more damage units. I'm trying to think because I feel like this should be enough damage, right? Is it too much healing? Is Rowana too much? So that's one buff there. And Vivian's built for DPS right now. Vivian is definitely built for DPS. So if I put in Senya, that's just not gonna do it. Feel like this is not gonna do it, but we're gonna try like this and see how that works. So I'll skip forward to the next part. Okay, jumping into phase 2 here. My first team seems really good. So this is 2 buffs here, right? This is 2 buffs right here. And then we do this, which gives her another buff. And then we get some more buffs here, but we only need 2, right?
All is done.
Okay, so maybe... I'm trying to think here. Because we are doing enough damage without Euphine dying, but I feel like if we're on the hardest difficulty, we're gonna, like, Senya's gonna get bopped, right? Always having provoke on that one boss, I'm not sure if that's good or not. Are they immune to defense break? They aren't, so maybe getting some effectiveness on Euphine would help this out as well, right? Okay, pushing through. Bop. So she's gonna die. That's okay. She doesn't die, but she would be dead here on the next difficulty.
I've done my part.
So we pushed. And what happens next? We've got immunity right off the bat from Ray. And it looks like he's just enough speed, right? We want to outspeed her here. And then we have the counterattack buff from Violet. Then he's going to do this thing here, give him another buff. But this does get rid of his immunity, which is unfortunate. And also, it leads no debuffs for the Baiken next, right? So I'm not sure if this is a good idea. And also, both these characters get rid of their own immunity, so that might be a big problem for later difficulties. I like, imagine if he doesn't dodge that there, right? Yeah, he doesn't dodge that one, which gives him the curse. Okay, so that went well, right? All things considered. And let's do, is this Epic Hell now? Let's do Epic Hell and see how hard this is. We're only gonna do, now imagine if she was voice acted. Don't worry, I've got you. So, you've returned from my icy embrace. Come and hold my hand. Let my breath take you over. There, pay somebody $500 to do that right. How much cooler would that be? I don't understand why gotchas like skimp out on that. It really bothers me. It's not expensive to get a VA for like 6 lines.
Do you need to be taught a lesson?
Okay, so we can see they have infinite more HP than before. So we are definitely not killing them on our first rotation, but we might kill them from the second rotation of SSB here, right? Oh, we will kill them from this. Unfortunately. Okay, so maybe if Bellona went first, that would be a big difference.
Requesting backup. All right.
So Bellona going first, we could get some defense breaks instead of Mui going first, and then we'd also have the defense break for Landy as well, and that would definitely kill everybody, unless these are immune to defense break, but I don't think they are. Also, important to note, I am not spending a bajillion gold to change everything for this right now. I'm going to be waiting for free equipment removal, so I'm trying to work with what I have here, so just like making her faster and trying again is not something I can really do right now. Yeah, so if we killed that first one a little bit faster, because now we're going to take that big damage, right? Oh, no, we're not. We survived. No, don't AoE now. Because now she's going to summon again, right?
Get ready.
But we do have this, and like defense break on some of them would be insane, right?
Will forgive you.
Wow. Okay, so this is going to be hard. If this team is struggling, I feel like we're in trouble, because I thought this team was like exactly what this battle called for.
Shall we?
And it's worth noting every single
See this coming.
ooh, used it right before that. Worth noting every single time we hit for a little bit, like when Mui skill 1s or does this, we're doing 1,000 damage to speed booster up, right? So that is very bad.
Answer me. Here. Do
But
you need
all
to
we
be
need to
taught-
do, are we really gonna fail phase 1? That scares me. Because if we fail phase 1, there's no hope for the other phases. So sacrifice full AoE stun. Okay. Wow. Wow. So how do we fix that? Maybe Mui is AoE, but it's not enough AoE. So let's see if there's anybody else that kind of fits the bill here. No, there really isn't anybody else who fits the bill. So we would have to move somebody around. I don't want to move Vivian around because that kind of carries this phase. Honestly, I don't see a team that would work that's like this. So maybe we'll branch out a little bit and grab another AoE from this and try to just work it this way, right? So if we grab an AoE, who's an AoE? Like obviously we've got SSB, but that gets rid of our bonus, right? So I'm not sure if that's going to be good enough, but let's see. Oops, wrong position there. Let's see if that helps out at all. Just to see what the difference is between having like a water unit in.
Taking point. I'm getting tired of you.
Because we need to kill these like really quickly, right? And obviously my order's wrong. Let's assume my Bellona goes first. What did we?
Release more.
So, are we not gaining any focus?
How about this?
We aren't gaining any focus, right?
Get moving. All right.
Why aren't we gaining focus? Where does it say we can't gain focus?
Get ready.
Fighting spirits decreases the amount of focus and fighting spirit gained by the enemy by 100%. Okay, so I see an obvious problem here. So let's try that again. Cool. Yeah, here's the here's the fun units you want to use. Just kidding, we completely disabled them. Cool, just what I wanted to see. So we're gonna keep Landian here, and we need 2 AoE that are the same element, right? We need them to be the same element. So we could do something like Luluka and I don't think we have another water that would work for this. So let's take a look at light here. So we've got Tempest Surin, who doesn't really have gear on. So I don't want to do that. Try dark here. I mean, Strauss is AoE. I mean, Arby has AoE. It's pretty hard to... Oh, doesn't gain focus. But is that a problem? I don't know if that's an actual problem. But either way, we don't really have enough. So maybe we can just try to get a second Earth unit in. So maybe we do use the Mui here. And then we try somebody else that just has massive AoE. Let's try Arby, even though... Let's see how this works. See if this is better, because Arby's on counter, I think. So maybe this will help out a ton.
How dare you?
Come on! So no debuffs there. And now how much does this do? Oh, that sucks.
Chaos.
We missed 2 crits. He's got a pretty high chance to crit. So I'm kind of interested to see why that happened. Okay, now we die, right? No, not yet. Okay, that wasn't bad. I think that was pretty much like the worst situation too with our crits. And now this should...
Will you join me? Receive.
Okay, that was a good... That was good. So this kills the Arby. He comes back, gets greater attack. Just kidding.
There in your fangs.
So not enough damage there either. That counterattack and a decreased hit rate is not good.
Do you need to be taught a lesson?
Because now we're not going to kill if you miss.
Witness my power.
Is that 3 turns slow? Are you serious? And now they're back. Huh. Okay, we got a counterattack. That's a good start. But he's not going to have his skill 3 up, right?
Enough. It's time to behave.
If we go twice?
I won't.
Well, she goes twice, but she does get decreased hit chance. Oh, we got the stuns. But Arby's dead. Huh. One more try, one more try, one more try. People are going to have a lot of trouble with this. People are going to have a lot of trouble with this. So managed team. I don't think Strauss is enough because he doesn't skill 3 first turn. And doing Araminta just feels wrong, right? Because she's not going to land against the not gonna land against the others, and she goes slow. But anyways, let's see what happens with Era, just to kind of see if it's enough to be the wrong element, but still, as long as we like demolish the other ones, right? Like that's what we really care about here.
How dare you disobey me?
She might be too slow to even get an attack in. She will be too slow. That's a little unfortunate. I feel like counterattacking decreased hit chance for 2 turns is kind of unfair. Oh, yeah. She almost died from one of those. But she should just demolish things, right? But they're already going to be demolished.
Burn.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No, maybe not. So one more person. One more try here. One more try. So... Why don't we Vivian here? And then we will toss in another Earth unit here. So we'll toss in the Rowana here. And see if that's enough. And let's just try this, because if we get past the first stage, we can see what to do with the second stage, right? I can't believe they just remove focus. It's like, finally regular Bellona gets this time to shine, and they're like, nope, just kidding, you can't use regular Bellona. That would make too much sense.
Bad kitty.
So, giving
Hidden spell.
giving whoever AoE's first turn immunity would also help a lot.
Taking
Or just having, like, Vivian go first would also work, right?
How dare
And this should kill. Come on, kill!
you regret
Okay, we killed. We're in business.
all is done.
And this is also gonna break the shield, right? Okay, I think we're in business. I think we are in business. Dear Lord, that hurt.
You'll regret facing me.
Oh, there goes her AoE. It's fine.
Is it me?
There goes her AoE as well. But we got a lot of... Ooh. Okay, so she should skill 3 and a skill 2 next turn.
Get ready. Come here. Got it. Over.
Okay, that's a good boost.
Unleash my power.
That is a good boost.
How dare you?
This isn't going to kill, unfortunately, but we should have an AoE coming soon.
Requesting backup. I'll
Oh, maybe we won't need an AoE because Vivian's going to kill. And then Mui AoEs, oh my god.
time to behave.
That is kind of unfortunate. But we're pushing through. Okay, we did it. We did it. I think that was pretty stable as well. I just feel like there's nowhere near enough damage on this team and nowhere near enough buffs, right? Because now we're going to have the buff for Moana.
Right. Save us all.
And we're going to get counterattacks in. And now we'll have 2 buffs on everybody, but only for 1 turn. But is it enough here? They're also gaining a ton of CR every time we hit them, and I don't know if Sendi's going to be enough damage. But I guess that's something we can see. Okay, so Senya's stunned. Maybe if we land a defense break in situations like that, it would be better, because Yufine did land it there. She just got resisted. So it looks like we're going to need a ton of effectiveness for their 85%, I think. So maybe that's something I can do as well, right?
Don't worry.
We did get a defense break. Okay, get a hit in, Yufine. Yeah!
Here I come.
Okay, that didn't seem like it added any damage.
Generous Rekos.
Okay, now we'll get our buffs up again for at least one turn. Euphine being stunned is super not cool. Oh, we're not going to get the buffs in because they unable to be buffed. Cool. Cool game. Cool. And we need to get our health down 25, 30, 35, about right here, right? So we're not really close right now. We're not really close right now. So I think a DPS that kind of buffs instead of Senya would help here. And I think I'm going to have to branch out of Earth units specifically. Either that or build a bunch of them that I don't have built. You know, we are working on it. We are not doing bad. Counters are almost hurting me because we boost up the boss. She immune to restrict? Yeah, of course she is. Why wouldn't she be immune to a debuff that would be fun to use in PvE? Okay, so 25, 30. We need to go right here. So we're almost there. Wait, 25, 30, 30, right here. I'll leave my cursor there. Can you see my cursor? If this phase takes a while, that's fine, right? Like, I don't think this is something you need to clear really quickly. It's just something you need to clear. We also look like we might want to get some ER on somebody here. Because I think with, yeah, I think we're going to die right before.
I can hear them.
And maybe like Wondrous Potion or something on Rowana? Maybe Doctor's Bag or whatever it's called?
Northern wind.
Because we need to get rid of those debuffs, right? Okay, so that was actually pretty good. I think we did okay there. So, we're gonna stop here. I really kind of enjoyed my first couple battles with this, but I foresee people having an extremely tough time. This does not look easy unless I'm missing something. Again, I haven't looked anywhere. I have no idea what people are using. Maybe people have, in quotes, solved it yet, but I didn't want to approach it that way yet. We'll do that in another video. So, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody!